One of the problems that we have been told about, oh, you got to have a man, and you got to, because women haven't been understanding of the beings that they're dealing with. When you look at this society, it's really jacked up. I don't think anybody can look at this society and see what's going on with, they're now allowing men in women's bathrooms. And you got to understand why there was women in men's bathrooms in the first place. And now you got men talking about, I identify as a woman. Okay. But now he's in the women's bathroom, and when women come in, he's exposing himself because somebody has given him access to her facilities. And women are not standing up. I digress. The bottom line here that I'm letting you know is that when he's talking about Christ, man, woman, child, that mess he made up. That's something that men made up. That's not where we come from. And as a matter of fact, I need to go back, because one of the things people are not aware of is originally it was the woman that owned everything. Originally, women were procreating on their own. Originally, the original beings could procreate on their own. It was the woman who owned all of the land, the riches, the wealth, all of that. But she lost her place because man took her over. Where did he come from? Well, she created him. These are the things that are hidden from us. And this is why I say, women, you got to wake up. But I love my brother. I want that to be made clear. But women, you got to wake up. You got to start understanding what your power is, because it's turning back on. And you got to understand why it was turned off in the first place. You lost knowledge of self. Your powers are turning on. You better get knowledge of self back real quick, or you're going to destroy yourself and everything in your path. I just want to make sure we clear on this. This man, woman, child, it was originally a spirit, woman, child. That's how that went. And so a lot of people want to get upset and say, oh, you destroying the family. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to go into some statistics. When we're talking about violence against women and children, more than 85% of the perpetrators who are committing violence against women and children are males. When we're talking about rapes or child molestation, more than 85% of the perpetrators are males. When we're talking about rapes, more than 85% of the perpetrators are males. When we're talking about robberies, more than 85% of the perpetrators are males. When we're talking about crimes, more than 85% of the perpetrators are males. When we're talking about murders, more than 85% of the perpetrators are males. But you want to keep bringing them into the house. When we're talking about this molestation of the children, more than, as I said, 85% of the perpetrators are males. But when we look at those people, more than 75% of those people who did this, those perpetrators, were close to the family. A live-in boyfriend, a husband, a brother, a cousin, an uncle. It was done by somebody close to the family. And why is that? Because we as women have to respect the nature of the beings. Going back to that Y chromosome, let's be clear. And again, I'm not saying all males do this. What I am saying, though, is that as the woman, you got to protect the child. And again, I know, well, he is a man. He's supposed to be. Listen. The nature of the Y chromosome, that is a predatory, very unstable chromosome. Let's be clear on this. I'm not making this up. Go and look it up. Y chromosome, what is it? What is the nature of the Y chromosome? What is the Y versus the X? Go find different articles. They're going to tell you everything that I'm saying. It is an unstable chromosome, highly volatile. So beings that have a Y chromosome are very predatory. That's just the nature of that chromosome. And if you're not respecting the nature of the chromosome, the gene or the being, the problem is you. Listen, my research now, when you go and look up other people's research, they're going to say, oh, well, 1 out of every 3 women is molested, or 1 out of every 4 men. And so, no. Because then when you go look up other research and it says that of every 1 actual molestation case, there's 6 to 7 that were never reported. For every 1, there was 6 to 7 that were not reported. We're looking at more than 50% of the population, men and women, walking around having had some kind of inappropriate actual contact before the age of 18. Some child was some kind of way molested by somebody before the age of 18. And then we wonder why people can't have relationships with each other, because they haven't dealt with their childhood issues. And why was there a childhood issue in the first place? Well, there was somebody predatory in the house doing things that went unchecked. And then when a woman grows up and she starts saying, well, you know, granddaddy did and Uncle James did such as, then people want to talk bad about her. So what I'm saying here is, people keep talking about, oh, family, family, family. I just told you what a family is. And I'm telling you, village, 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 village. That's where we need to be. What is the village? Her mother, her grandmother, her sisters, her cousins, her aunties, her nieces, her girlfriends. That's the village, the women. That's what we need to go back to. And, you know, this whole idea, oh, you know, the government trying to break down. All things go back to where nature wants it to be. All things have a cycle. All things go back to for the good. Everything must come back to balance. Even though somebody's trying to do it for an evil purpose, even the evil purpose has duality. Always. So I'm saying, yeah, they got to remove the man. He did it for an evil purpose. But what's happening is the woman is going back to nature. The woman is going back to nature, to the village. Because when you look at this society, what you're seeing, when you see all these demons and these males doing the things, and these people on these kind of broadcasts saying the things that they're saying, somebody hurt them. They're now demonic. And I'm saying that when the woman comes in her right mind, people like that, they disappear because we don't create them anymore.